we're being told to multiply two radicals together. And if you notice, these radicals have negative signs inside them, so that makes them a little more complicated to deal with. And with this problem, I want you to pay especially close attention to the instructions. First thing, I want to rewrite these using positive radicands, and do not multiply any terms. Okay, that means I don't want to do 6 times 2 or any of that business. I just want to say, 6i square root 10, that's my first one, times 2i square root 50. That's my second one. See, all that's changed was I changed those negative radicands to positive using this basic rule. Okay, this is something that goes for a lot of things in algebra. If you have negative times a number inside a square root, that negative pops out as an I, and you just have square root a left over. Okay, that's the rule I'm using here. Now, next step. Look what it says here. It says multiply the coefficients and radicands. Well, that means we're actually going to carry out some multiplication. And if you look at how many terms I have here, this right here is one term. This right here is one term. You may think to yourself, well, there's 2 or 3 things in there. There's like a 2, an I, and a square root of 50. That's true. But because they're all multiplied together, it counts as one single term. So what I'm going to do is multiply the first term times the second term. Right? I'm just going to carry that multiplication straight through, which means I have 6 times 2, that's 12. I times I, that's I squared. And inside the square root, I have 10 times 50, which is 500. Okay? That's what's wanted in the second answer box. Now in the third answer box, see right here, it says completely simplify. So now we're going to go through the work of simplifying this and seeing what this is. Well, if I take 500 and imagine a factor tree, that's 50 and 10, right? Well, 50 breaks into 5 and 10. And I know I could break down the 10s further, but as soon as I see a pair, I think to myself, I'm done. I don't need to keep on breaking this down further. That means the square root of the square root of 500 is really just equal to the square root of 5 times 10 times 10. And those 10s right there, those 10s are what's coming out of the radical sign out in front. So the simplified form of the square root of 500 is going to be 10 radical 5. Now, if you have a number outside your radical, like we do right here, this 12i squared, it's not enough to just pull out that 10. You have to pull out the 10 and multiply it against the number that's already there. So this is going to be 12i squared times that 10 that just got pulled out with the 5 left behind. Okay, not done yet. I can still simplify this more. 12 times 10, that's 120. So I have 120i squared, radical 5. And if you remember the special meaning of I squared in algebra, right, this guy right here, that means negative 1. So as I simplify more, I'm going to get 120 times negative 1 times 5. And I'm using those parentheses so we don't just confuse it with subtraction. And then in its fully simplified form, this is going to be negative 120 times the square root of 5. That's what's wanted in this final answer box, the fully simplified radical. Now, things to watch out for. If you have an easier problem and you don't have numbers out front right here and here, like I did in this one, great. Treat them like ones. Okay, if anything, it'll just be quicker for you. Other things to watch out for. That negative sign inside the radical, that's kind of a big idea. That's going to turn into i's first. You have to treat it very carefully. Then the i's multiply together. Then they simplify. Okay, you do not multiply negative 10 times negative 50. That would be the wrong way to go.